This morning's drive brought to you by audiobooks. I've been driving my kids my oldest is 15 and a half. So since he's been going to school about 2.5, 3 years old, I've driven him to school every single morning pretty much. Of course, Amber will drive occasionally when I'm not, but this is my job. My role in my relationship. I would drive him to Montessori, and then Everett went to Montessori. So Everett and Levi went to Montessori. And then as Levi graduated Montessori and started getting to kindergarten, first grade, we moved to Copley. But Maxwell and then Emmeline were getting driven to Cuyahoga Falls and Montessori, while Levi and Everett started walking to school because we live right next door to Arrowhead. Then with those younger kids start walking to school, and then Levi is going to STEM school. So I'm driving him about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And then Everett, when he gets into fourth grade, he goes to Miller South and driving him as well. So I drop one off one and then the other. And then the point is now everyone's going to Miller South. Levi's going to Copley. So I'm driving every single morning. And if you're a parent, you ask your kids, hey, how was school today? What did you do? And they give you these blank stares, right? They just don't even engage with you at all. What I figured out a while ago is we actually, in our car, we do audiobooks. That's something that I have loved to share with my kids. This is about 15 minutes in the car. And every morning the kids are like, listen to the audiobook. They're yelling from me from the back seat in the van or the tight Cooper here. And don't ask me why we have a Mini Cooper with 6 people in our family, but it actually works just fine. We just actually started listening to Afia and the Land of Wonder today, but we just got done finishing with a 5-book series on King Jaron of the Ascendant series, starting with the False Prince. And that was such a good. The King Jaron just is this runaway prince that no one knows he's a prince, and he ends up getting in all sorts of mischief and trouble. He actually claims the prince of the king role again in the first book, and it goes on to 5 stories of mischief and mayhem and crazy things to stay in control. But how do you connect with your kids when they don't want to connect with you? That's a simple question that you have to think as a parent, and how it's relevant to you to be able to connect, to talk, to communicate, to get to know and understand who they are. With 4 kids, it's difficult because everyone's on a different level, pace, energy. One person may or may not be grumpy or not, or they woke up on the wrong side of bed, but an audiobook always brings everyone to center. So what do you do with your kids? Honestly, I'm asking if there's other things that people do that they connect with their kids other than audiobook. And if you have never done an audiobook with your kids, listen to The False Prince and the Ascendant series, and you'll have a wonderful time as a parent driving around, because the story is actually really engaging. And there's been so many others that we've listened to, but probably we've done at least 20 in our time driving to school. All right, well, comment below if you guys do an audiobook. I'd love to get a recommendation from other parents who drive kids to school every morning. All right, thanks.